Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Terence Crawford takes Jermell Charlo off his hit list. So TC said Jermell Charlo is no longer on his hit list. Man, sorry, man. My mind is scrambled from the stuff Ned's been doing behind the scenes, man. This dude Ned is wilding. But yeah, so here we go. Here's some of what TC had to say. TC said, Charlo, you went out sad. Didn't even try to win. All you did was try to survive. You should be ashamed of yourself. So that's what TC had to say. But TC wasn't done. He sent out a few tweets to Jermell Charlo. Then TC said, okay, y'all, I'm over Twin Charlo. He's no longer on my hit list. He went out there and laid down and let Canelo spank him like he was his daddy with no type of resistance. So that's what TC had to say. Then TC tweeted out, oh, that's the same one. Hold up. Boom. Oh, yeah. He says, congratulations at Canelo. You made the so-called lion look like a baby cub. That's what TC had to say. So I'm going to turn over to you, G, man. What's your reaction to Terence Crawford saying that he's taking Jermell off his hit list and his critiques of the fight?
I actually agree with his critiques. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yo, there's no way. How can you claim to be a lion and you're performing like this? Like, you have no heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt the same. That's why I was saying about I don't think Charlo was daring to be great. I think he just went in there for a payday because of how he performed in the ring. He just seemed like he wasn't himself. So I'm like, and I understand Canelo is seasoned and he's established in that division, but come on, bro, you're supposed to be the undisputed champ in your weight class. Like, what kind of performance is this? So I can see TC's probably thinking like, man, you guys spanked so much that it's like, it's not even worth me going after you now. You know what I mean? So, and is that disrespect? Yeah. But, I think with TC, he's trying to make a statement. And Charlo getting spanked like that, if TC goes after Canelo and beats him in similar fashion, or even if it's a closer fight, TC's not really going to get the type of credit that he's looking for, So TC's probably just like, man, yo, Jermell, you stay over there, bro. God bless you, man. Like, I got to make moves that make sense, And so I think TC now, even though I still think in comparison to TC's resume, having a Jermell Charlo on that roster, I think it'll be excellent. But after that type of loss, I can see what TC's like. It's no point. It's just a pointless pursuit. So you know what? You do your thing, but I'm gonna keep it moving. Now, if Charlo, and this is why I was saying like why I felt like Plant did better than Charlo, because even though I felt Plant at certain times was, I'm not gonna say running, but the real moving around the ring and then coming in at spurts, like that could work because we've seen Lara do that against Canelo. Plant was doing all right with that. Charlo looked like he was just trying to avoid Canelo. You see what I'm saying? So when you see that, I don't know, man. Them pay-per-view numbers ain't gonna look too good, man, because people are gonna just be thinking about what have you done for me lately, and his last performance. That what people are gonna be thinking about is how he wet the bed going up against Canelo. You know, at least with TC, what TC did to Spence was impressive. It was, like, whoa, this dude might be next up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So I kind of feel like Jermall right now is just jumping from one payday to the next. You know what I mean? He just got spanked by Canelo, and now he's calling out TC, hoping that, he could get another bag messing with TC. And so TC's probably just like, yeah, I'm done with you, bro. Like, you got something to work on. You got to work on you know what I mean? It's like you got to be a better athlete to sell these type of pay-per-views.
All right, TBE.
I hear you, G. But yo, it's hard. Like for me, I don't like post interviews after a game. Like, cause after I work out, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm breathing heavy. It's for men. My body's different. And for these athletes, they feel the same way. But like, for instance, basketball, after you just lost a championship, after running 60 minutes, scoring, doing this, and you'll be like, how do you feel about this loss? I don't know how to feel about this loss because I'm still proud. My body's processing everything. In boxing, I give them a little more grace because how do you feel about this loss? I just got punched in the face. How do you think? They might be concussed. They might be like messed up, things like that. Jermell, I know I went hard on you last time. I'm gonna show you some grace today, right now. This episode, I'm gonna show you some grace. But it's like after you get punched in the face so many times, how can you ask people questions and think them give something like logical and reasonable? And TC, thank you for like you don't want no positives. This dude, yes, he's next up. Like if TC you move up, you gotta fight him. But we already know what's gonna happen. He doesn't have the skills and abilities to like really like beat you. I'm gonna be real, but let's show some fighters some grace sometimes. Because that's how I hate posts after a fight interview. Like, how you feel after getting beat up? Like, answer the question. You got beat up. How do you feel? Like, you just got beat up. How do you feel? Like, you didn't lose. Like with a team, you got beat up, and like this is why I love boxing, because it's like it's the individual in the moment. And Jermell, he was just saying what he had to say just to get off camera at that point. But I don't take anything for like 100%. He called out TC. TC took him off his list. We already know because when I was rooting for Spence last month, and Spence got whooped, and when you saw the interviews and you're asking him questions like, "Yo, he just got beat up. He just literally got beat up. Spence literally got beat up." So when you asking somebody a question after they just got beat up, it's like, how do you expect them to respond? Yes, they can say, I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. But their mind is all over the place because they're going through pain. They're going through suffering, exhaustion, and they're reflecting like, yo, well, how did I lose? Like, I was the best to do it. And I lost to this dude who just boxed. But, that's my take on it. I don't got really much to say about the TC, but I took an X-Lax on Jermell last, but I'm going to show him some grace. He got beat up, and he just needs some time to reflect, recover, and reassure himself. Like, that's it.
I'll jump in by saying this. I do agree that Jermell didn't seem confident in the ring with Canelo at any point in time. He always seemed timid, worried, and kind of on the defense. I can admit that. But I do think that a lot of it is due to Canelo's history, his punching power, and once he was in the ring and he experienced firsthand Canelo's ability. He knew that if he took more risk, he potentially would get damaged and broken like all the fighters before him. So I think he was cautious and timid. Now, TC, on the other hand, I don't understand his logic for saying he would take Jermell off his hit list. If you're moving to 154, Jermell's still the man at 154. He still has the most titles at 154. He was stripped of one last night, and Tim Tszew's going to fight for it. Now, if TC's plan is to fight the winner of Tim Tszyu and I forget the gentleman's name, the one who beat Fundora. If his plan is to fight the winner of that fight, get the belt, and then challenge Jermell, then I'm cool with that. But I don't think that he should just automatically dismiss Jermell as an opponent and act like Jermell is beneath him because he lost to Canelo. See, this is one of the original issues that I had with the TC fans and the TC crowd. Canelo beat Jermell Charlo last night. Terence Bud Crawford did not. So even if you're extremely confident that Terence Crawford would beat Jermell Charlo, he still needs to prove that. He still needs to go and take the belts from Jermell, just like he needed to go take the belts from Spence. And after he took the belts from Spence, that's when he started to get the notoriety and the appreciation that he felt he deserved from years prior. But again, it took you that time to beat Earl Spence, so that's why you didn't get it then. If he wants to be viewed as a champion in multiple weight classes, if he wants to be 3-time undisputed, he's going to have to see Mel. So I don't really understand. I hope that this is just him kind of, twisting the knife a little bit on Jermell, capping on Jermell. Go ahead, G.
Or what it could be is, remember when he fought Kell Brook, he received a lot of criticism like, oh, Kell Brook's already a broken man. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, yo, I'm trying to get some fights. I'm trying to get some names, and y'all hating on me for taking on a former champ. You know what I mean? Like, so he's probably looking at Jermell Charlo now after the Canelo defeat as another Kell Brook situation. This guy is now gonna, like, if I fight him and I beat him in impressive fashion, I'm gonna get no credit anyways, because people are gonna be like, Canelo did that. You didn't do it. You needed Canelo to butter him up for you to finally go for the kill or something. You know how people are, man, on social media and stuff. So he could be just thinking like that.
Well, if that's the way he's thinking, the difference I would say is Jermell still has 3 titles. Jermell took a L moving up 2 weight classes, but he didn't suffer broken orbital bones like Kell Brook did. Remember, Kell Brook got one broken by Triple G, and then the other one broken by Earl Spence. And Jermell avoided taking significant amounts. He took punishment, but nothing that made us say like throw in the damn towel. Like your Dennis Ugas took more punishment last night than Jermell Charlo did. So if TC's argument is the public will not pay to see Jermell after his performance against Canelo, without him having a bounce back fight, I can entertain that, right? So if TC was to say after this man didn't fight back against Canelo, or he looked underwhelming against Canelo, so he needs a bounce back fight, and in the meantime, I'll go get this belt from Tim Tszyu, and then when we fight, it could be for undisputed. Then I think that's dope because now you're kind of creating the narrative. So to be honest with you, I think that would be wise to say, okay, we're going to give Jermell a bounce back fight. We're going to set up TC versus Tim Tszyu. So that way TC beats Tim Tszyu. He's WBO champion. Jermell got the 3 belts. And then when they fight, they're fighting for undisputed. TC's going for 3-time undisputed and 3 undisputed in 3 different weight classes. That would sell the fight. Yeah, so if that's what they're trying to do, then I'm all for that. But I just don't like the idea of crossing Mel off the hit list because Mel still has a lot to offer, particularly historically with TC. Dollar Bill, you with us? Are you? Yeah. So that's what I see. All right. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
so cold. In my cell, all them loony nights.